Hey everyone, Jake here for American Trucks, and in this video we're taking a look at these switchback sequential full LED projector headlights with chrome housings and clear lenses, fitting 2010 to 2018 Ram 2500s equipped with factory halogen headlights. If you want more lighting output and clean, good looks without having to spend a ton of money to get those things, these headlights are going to be your ticket. Not only do they make for a great visual refresh of your truck's front end, but they put out a heck of a lot more light than your factory headlights, and they do it all for a really budget-friendly price tag. While halogen headlights have their place, if you're rocking a heavy-duty Ram, you need more lighting output. From the street to the job site, these are going to give you plenty of output, and they keep a pretty clean, almost OEM type of look. The chrome internal housings pair well, especially if you've still got the factory chrome bumpers on your truck, and these are clearly designed to evoke the LEDs that you can get on newer Rams. Inside you get the 3 Ice Cube style LED projectors that function as your main and high beams. Since they are LEDs, they're super bright and they throw a much cleaner, longer beam pattern than your factory halogens. Being projectors, that also means that you're going to get a sharp cutoff and a wide beam pattern, so you'll be able to see much further down the road and a lot further out than you would with your factory halogens as well. Now outside of that, you also get these cool LED strips along the top and bottom of the housing. Those are going to function as your daytime running lights, putting out a nice diffused white color. But they also function as your turn signals with a sequential pattern, so they're going to switch back, hence that switchback name, to amber when you trigger your signals, and then transition right back to the white DRLs when the signal turns off. Now these are also DOT and SAE compliant, meaning that they are fully street legal, so you get some cool style and greatly improved lighting output for a pretty decent price. Construction here is your standard ABS plastic for the housings with UV coated polycarbonate for the lenses. Everything is sealed up to protect against weather, dirt, and water, so they should look good and function well for a long time to come. Now of course, all of your lighting here is taken care of by LEDs, so there's no need to worry about replacing bulbs either, meaning that they should be pretty worry-free for you. And being that they are DOT and SAE approved means that you have integrated adjusters on the back so you can get them aimed properly. Coming in at about $775, that makes these one of the most affordable ways to get a full set of LED headlights on your Ram. And while that's still a good chunk of change, you're getting vastly improved lighting output and good looks for a comparatively low price, and really that's hard to argue. Installation comes in at a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should only take you about 1 hour to complete. Now these are pretty much plug and play, so everything comes wired up, you've got the necessary resistors, they even have some 3M tape on the back to keep them out of the way and make sure everything works as it should. So all you're really gonna have to do is unbolt your stock ones, plug these in, and bolt them right back up. So with that, let's head on out to the shop and we'll walk you through the process.
For this install, you will need a ratchet, a 10mm socket, and a clip removal tool. What's up guys, today we're going to be doing some headlights on our Ram, but before we get started, we're going to send you to watch a short video on how to remove your factory headlights, and we'll see you when you get back.
So our first step is to remove all of the push clips that are holding in our upper radiator cover. So I've got a clip remover tool to pop these out. So now we can start from the edge and work our way across, popping out our clips. And then with all of our clips removed, that'll expose these 4 bolts that hold in the top of our grill. So we'll grab a 10mm socket to pop these out. And now with the 4 bolts removed off the top of our grill, we can pull straight back to remove it. Now with our grill removed, we can remove these 2 10mm bolts that hold in the inside of our headlight. So we'll grab a 10mm socket and get these out. So next we can come down into our fender liner. We have this little access door here that we're gonna pop open. Now inside towards the fender, there's gonna be a white clip that we're gonna have to push up on. It's going to be really hard to see from this angle, but I'll show you from the front once we get our headlight out. So we'll just reach in there, push up on that tab, and that'll free our headlight. And now once we release our tab, we have one more silver 10mm bolt here that we need to remove. So I'll grab that 10mm socket to get that out. So now with all of our bolts removed and our tab released, we can pull back on the headlight to remove it. And then we'll just disconnect our electrical harnesses. Pull back on our red tab, and then push in on our black to remove that. And then over here, pull out on the white, push in on the black to remove that. And now this is that white tab we were showing you. This is the open position where you can slide this little notch in there. And then when you pull it down, it locks that into place. So now once we have this headlight removed, we can do the same thing on the other side.
Alrighty guys, welcome back. Now that we have our factory headlights out, we can move on to installing our new setup. Now before we do that, we are going to have to grab our factory headlight and remove our marker bulb socket. So we're going to go ahead and give that a quarter turn counterclockwise to release it, then pull that out. We can set our headlight aside. Now we're also going to need to remove the bulb from the socket because we're going to be plugging in an adapter. Now if you're doing this at home and if you want to preserve your bulb, you definitely want to wear gloves or use a rag when grabbing onto your bulb because the oils on your skin will cause premature failure due to hot spots, things like that. But for demonstration purposes, we'll just go ahead and pop this out and we'll set this aside. So now we've got our new assembly here and we've got a hold of our LED conversion plug. We're going to go ahead and plug that into our factory connector, just like so. Then we can go ahead and tuck the wiring back in and seat this into our light just as the factory one did. And we'll give that a quarter turn clockwise to lock it back in place. Now once we have that on, we can go ahead and plug our connectors in. So this main connector is going to go right back into our factory one we just swapped. So we'll make sure that locks in and then go ahead and push that red safety tab back in. Grab our other connector here, plug that right in like factory. Again, make sure that snaps. Go ahead and lock your safety tab down. Then we can go ahead and set our new headlight in place. We'll go ahead and line up our outer locators. Make sure we get seated. Then we'll go ahead and reinstall our two 10mm bolts here. So we'll get our lower one in. Remember, that's your longer one. Get that one started, and get our upper one started as well. Then we'll come back in with our 10mm socket on our ratchet and tighten these down. So now we'll go ahead and come back into our little trap door here, and we're going to push that locking rear tab back down into position. So we'll reach back here. It's hard to see. And go ahead and lock that tab down. And we'll close up our trap door here. Make sure that's secure. So now once you've got this side complete, you can go ahead and do these same steps for the other side, and then we'll reinstall our grill. So now we can go ahead and get our grill back into place. So what we're going to do is line up our bottom two tabs first. Get them in the general area. Now you want to make sure these little flaps go over your mounting tabs for your upper grill. We'll go ahead and slide this into place. Line the lower portion up. Then we'll go ahead and get our top hardware back into place. So now we can go ahead and reinstall our 10mm screws across the top here. Now you will notice two of our tabs are broken, so we don't need to put those back in, but from the factory for yours, you should have all four of those put back in. Now we'll go ahead and reinstall our upper shroud. So we'll line our push clips back up with their holes. Now this you want to tuck behind the upper lip of the grill. Go ahead and get that lined up and just push your tabs back into place. That'll do it.
That's going to wrap it up here for our review and install the Switchback sequential full LED projector headlights with chrome housings and clear lenses fitting 2010 to 2018 Ram 2500s with the factory halogen headlights. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, for all things Ram, be sure to keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.